Okay, so basically what happened today is my appointment for the orthodontist was at 10:15ish. Yes, it was at 10:15, so I just stayed home in the morning, and I stayed home. I'm staying home for the rest of the day because my teeth kind of hurt, and yeah. Your teeth probably won't hurt. I mean, they might hurt, they might not hurt when you get your molds done and x-rays done for your braces, because I'm just really sensitive to that kind of thing. But what happened is, I get there, and there's a computer where we go and you click the letter of your last name, and then it comes up as your name and your appointment time. So you click that and you say you've checked in. But what happened is the system wasn't working this morning. So what did I have to do? I had to go up to the front desk, and I am a terrible this isn't really public speaking, but it's just talking to people. I'm not the best person to talk to on the phone or over the counter. And I was like, literally, I was like, can I please check in? And they were like, just use the computer over there. And I was like, it said I have to check in manually. And they were like, okay, sweetheart, what's your name? Blah, 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 blah. And there was this, I don't mean this to sound rude, but there was this Indian woman over here, and she said, come with me. Insert my name here. And I was like, okay, I'll come with you. And, my mom came with me, and she was like, alright, let's go. And the lady was like, no, 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 you wait in waiting room. So my mom was like, oh, fine. And, so we have to go through this hallway. And did this hallway have lights? I don't know, because they weren't on if my orthodontics person did have lights. To go back to this little hallway, and it's a pretty long hallway, but we go to the very end of the room, and it's the second last door. So she says, go in there and sit on this little black stool. And when I sit on it, it goes down, so I thought I was breaking it, but apparently I'm just fat. So I sit on this black stool, and I'm waiting there, and she doesn't come back for me. And I'm waiting there. It's been like 3 minutes, so it's not like a really big deal that she didn't come back right away. And I'm sorry, I'm touching my hair so much. She comes back and she says, okay, we're going to do your x-rays right now. So she has this camera, and it kind of looks like a Nikon camera, T3i-ish, but it has this thing, this like flash thing that like she spins it around. And she's like, okay, don't smile, just look at me. So I was like, and then she was like, can you smile? So I was like, she was like, what lovely dimples. And I was like, thanks. And then she was like, now turn and smile. And so I was like, and she was like, and the other way. And I was like, she was like, now tip your head down and just like bite. I don't know, and I bit. And then we went to the x-ray room, and it was a really dramatic x-ray room. It was this like tiny room, probably like the size of a like a laundry room-ish, if you have a really like a bathroom size room, but like a little bigger than that. It had 2 x-ray machines and a little desk with a computer on it. And so this is really dramatic contraption that's like this big or whatever, and she's like, alright, sit in this chair. And this chair looked like it would be comfortable, but it wasn't. It was like hard on the bottom, and it was cold, and I have bare legs because it's really hot today. And so I sit on it, and she comes back and she says, okay, you need to put your face like directly looking at me. So I look at her, and then she puts her hands behind my head and tilts my head downwards. And right now I'm kind of like this, instead of what she told me to do was like this. And then she says, there's this stick thing that comes like out, and she says, okay, bite halfway on this stick. So I bite halfway, and she was like, a little more and a little more, until it was like all the way in my mouth. And then there was these 2 wooden things that like come and clamp, and this is the x-ray part, if you didn't know. And it comes and clamps on your ears, and she unclamped everything, and she was like, you have earrings in. And I have second piercings, so it took a lot longer than the regular person to take out their earrings. And so she was like, I'm going to be right back, and I'll come back. And I was like, okay, just leave me here again in this contraption. And she comes back and she redoes it all, and I bite again. And there's this camera on a thing, it's kind of like a mobile, how it just like goes around. And it just like went around my head, and it's this camera like this big. And actually kind of looked like the cameras you see in stores and stuff, like the ones that hang down, but it was like around. And so all I had to do was just bite down and put my tongue at the roof of your mouth. This is just my experience, not going to happen for everybody probably. And then she said, okay, stand up, but keep the x-ray thing on, vest, and go over there. And so I put my feet against the wall, and then she says, no, come up a little forward again, so I do. And then she pushes this thing, these, again, 2 wooden things on the side of my face, except now there's 2 more on top and under my chin. And she says, okay, just bite down normally, don't smile, don't do anything, no funny business. And it's like, okay, I'm not here to be crazy, I'm not doing anything. So she leaves, and she says, okay, I'm going to turn it on. Now it's going to make like a beeping sound, like a fire alarm. And it does. And I was just like, what? Why does it even have to make a sound? But I can hear the pictures being taken, and it's only like either side. And then she takes me back into the little room, which actually this was before the x-ray. Probably should have put this first, but what she does is she takes these things, and I don't know how you would, I don't know, it's kind of like a thing, and you have to put it in your mouth and pull back while resting the other one here so that she can see how you bite. And then she takes a picture of it, and then you turn your head and you have to pull back as far as you can your like side of your mouth. And what I'm saying, after you do all of this, you really need lip balm, so just make sure you have some in your pocket or get some as soon as you get home. But you have to pull it back and do this, and like do it. And then she this is my least favorite part, is you have more of these little plastic guys, and you have to stick it up your upper lip and your bottom lip so she can see everything. And then while you have that in your mouth, she tells you not to breathe, and she takes this metal thing and sticks it on your tongue so she can see like the top, and she says like this, so you're sitting like this while she has this metal thing in your mouth and the camera, and she's taking a picture of the top row of your teeth. Now you do the whole thing again, but the metal thing on the roof of your mouth so she can see the bottom of your mouth. Okay, so then we go to the x-rays and we do all that, and she tells me to go back to the other room where she did the pictures and sit on the chair, in the actual dentist chair this time. So I do, and she doesn't come back for a while, and it's like been 5-6 minutes, and she's like, sorry, I was just loading the papers. So she comes back in, and she asks me how I'm feeling, and I say anxious because I'm a very anxiety person. And she's like, okay, and she does the whole little blue thing. In my mind, I thought for molds, because this is how my sister made it sound. My sister had braces, and I'm getting braces in June, and my sister made it sound like they were just going to pour clay in my mouth. Not the case. It's so much easier than that. It doesn't even feel like it's dripping down your throat, at least it didn't for me. What they do is they take these metal tray things that are actually kind of big, and she shoves them in your mouth and says, is this okay? And I don't understand how she thinks I'm going to be able to answer her, but I was like, and then she takes it out and does the bottom one, and she says, does this feel okay? Okay. And there's no clay in it yet. And then she takes stuff that looks like powdered sugar, and she puts that in a bowl, and she just takes water and puts that in, and it makes like a purple paste. It kind of looks like glue, but not sticky, like purple glue. And then she sticks it, we did the top first, so she puts it in the tray, and then she sticks it in my mouth. And she has to hold it there to make sure it sticks. I can't bite down. Let me tell you, this metal tray tasted like metal and rust and dust, and it just tasted disgusting. This metal tray is in my mouth, but it also has clay in it to mold my teeth. Okay, it has to make an outline of my teeth. So it's in there, and she's holding it, and she's asking me all kinds of questions, like where do you go to school and stuff like that, and I still can't answer her. I know she's trying to be polite and be nice, but I can't. And I had already done pictures once before, but I was like 8, and now I'm 13, so obviously I've changed a little bit. I don't have any baby teeth anymore. And so after she does the top thing, she takes it out, and you actually feel, it feels like to me when she pulls it out, because she pulls out the back and then the front, but it's in the same thing, so it's really weird. To me, it felt like she was pulling all my teeth out, but it didn't hurt that much. It felt like that, just, she got it out, and that's when my teeth felt like they were falling out, but I, did the whole tongue around, and I had all my teeth still. and then she did the bottom one where I had to go like this so it wouldn't drip down my throat. And it didn't drip anywhere. It was a pretty thick consistency, but it was purple, so that was cool because I like purple. So she does all that, and then she takes it out, and she washes everything up, and she leaves again. And I don't know, I still don't know where she went, but I'm like, she comes back with this cloth, and she was like, wipe your tongue on this. So I was just kind of like awkwardly, like, wiping my tongue on this blanket. Well, it wasn't a blanket, it was like a paper towel. And then she, takes this brown thing, and it kind of looks like a horseshoe. Google a horseshoe if you don't know what it is. And it is the same brown color, but it's made of wax. And she says, I'm going to heat this up with really hot water and then put it in your mouth. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, is that safe? Burn my tongue? And so basically what it is, it's just this little, this is just, again, this is my experience. It's probably going to be different for everybody. So she puts the horseshoe, heats the horseshoe up in water, and then she puts it in your mouth, and she puts it on your bottom teeth, and then you have to relax your mouth so that she can put it in right, and then bite down, but you're not biting like put your teeth on top of each other, but like biting like how you're going to smile, so it will go down. And to be fair, this thing tasted like plasticine. Don't ask me how. I know what plasticine tastes like. But it tasted like that, and it was hot. And my mouth wasn't burned, but I could completely tell that it had been warmed up. Probably just because she told me she was going to warm it up. But after that, she took it out, and I could see all my teeth. And I was like, oh. And she was like, and I was like, guess not. And then she takes it and she wraps it up in a paper towel. And my teeth feel like, again with the plasticine, you know when you roll plasticine in your hands and you get that greasy hand, disgusting feeling? That's what my teeth felt like. So what we did is she was like, okay, you can go now. And I went back there and I said, okay, I'm done. And my mom paid. And then we left and I brushed my teeth for like 3 minutes because I could not get that feeling and the taste of the metal thing out of my mouth. And actually what helped was water and Mio. I get the watermelon one. And that helped, and now just my teeth hurt a little bit because I still feel like they're falling out. But I will get my braces. It's May 1st today. So I'll get my braces in June. May, June. Oh my god. It is so close to the end of the school year. Next year, oh my god. It'll be my last year in elementary school next year. That's really sad. Okay, well that was my mold experience, and I will go, I don't know, I might do my braces experience just because I want to document this, and I want to come back and see how bad my teeth were, even though I'll probably have pictures because my mom does it before and after because she's like the cutest mom ever. But I'm going to go edit this, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.